Have you been feeling a little unsteady on your feet lately? Like your legs just aren't as strong as they used to be, even though you're staying active and taking your daily vitamins? Well, here's a shocking truth. Some of the very vitamins you're taking to stay healthy could actually be weakening your leg muscles. Yes, weakening them. If you're a senior or someone who's starting to pay closer attention to your health as you age, this video is an important wake-up call. Millions of older adults unknowingly take certain vitamins every single day, thinking they're doing something good for their bodies, when in reality they're silently setting themselves up for weakness, imbalance, and in some cases, dangerous falls. Sounds dramatic? It is. But it's also backed by surprising science. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 3 commonly used vitamins that have been linked to leg strength issues, explain why they're a problem, and, most importantly, show you what to do instead. Don't worry. This isn't about throwing all your supplements away. It's about being smart, informed, and safe. So stick with me, because what you're about to learn might just save you from a fall, a fracture, or months of rehab. Let's dive in, and start by understanding why leg strength matters more than you think. Leg strength isn't just about being able to walk fast or climb stairs. It's one of the most important indicators of healthy aging. Studies show that seniors with strong leg muscles live longer, stay independent longer, and have a significantly lower risk of falling or needing long-term care. In fact, loss of leg strength is often the first sign of declining mobility, and unfortunately, it usually creeps in slowly and silently. Now here's the problem. Many older adults are trying to do the right thing. They take multivitamins, follow doctor recommendations, and try to stay active. But despite all that, they still feel weakness in their lower body. Their legs tire more easily. They lose balance getting out of chairs. Some may even start to use a cane, not realizing that something in their supplement routine could be part of the issue. You see, the human body becomes more sensitive with age. What worked for you at 40 might not work the same at 70. That includes the way your body absorbs and uses vitamins. Certain nutrients, when taken in excess or in the wrong combination, can actually interfere with neuromuscular function, the communication between your brain, nerves, and muscles. When this connection breaks down, your legs suffer first. And here's where things get even more interesting. These aren't obscure or rare vitamins. They're the popular ones. The ones you'll find in most senior multivitamins. The ones recommended by friends, family, even some healthcare providers. But just because something is popular doesn't mean it's always safe, especially if your body doesn't need it, or if it's interacting poorly with other nutrients or medications. We're not here to scare you, but we are here to help you get clarity, because no one is talking about this, and we believe seniors deserve better information. In the rest of this video, we're going to highlight 3 vitamins that may be silently sabotaging your leg strength. We'll break down how they work in the body, what the latest research says, and most importantly, what actions you can take to protect yourself. Because awareness is power, and when it comes to aging well, small changes can make a huge difference. So if you're a senior, a caregiver, or just someone who wants to stay strong and independent for years to come, keep watching. The vitamins we're about to reveal may surprise you, and knowing about them might be the first step in reclaiming your strength and confidence. Let's get into the science behind how vitamins impact your muscles, especially those in your legs, and why balance is everything. Before we dive into the specific vitamins that could be harming your leg strength, let's take a quick moment to understand how vitamins actually affect your muscles, especially as you age. Vitamins play critical roles in nearly every bodily function, from converting food into energy, to helping your immune system fight infections, to supporting brain and nerve function. But when it comes to muscle strength, especially in your legs, certain vitamins are directly involved in maintaining proper nerve signaling, hydration, energy metabolism, and even the way your muscles contract and relax. Your muscles don't work alone. They rely heavily on signals from your nervous system. And this connection is what allows you to walk, stand, and move without falling. If a vitamin is disrupting that pathway, even slightly, the effects can show up as weakness, twitching, cramping, or poor coordination. Now here's where it gets tricky. While vitamin deficiency is a well-known issue, vitamin excess or imbalance is often overlooked, especially in seniors. Taking too much of a certain nutrient or combining it poorly with other supplements or medications can throw your body's delicate internal balance off. This is especially important in older adults, whose kidney and liver function may not be as efficient at clearing excess nutrients. In simple terms, just because a vitamin is healthy doesn't mean more is better. That's why it's crucial to understand not only what you're taking, but why, and whether your body actually needs it. Up next, we're going to start revealing the 3 vitamins that have been linked to leg strength issues in seniors, and break down how they can interfere with your ability to stay strong and stable. Let's start with the first, and perhaps most surprising, Culprit. Let's talk about vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant often praised for its skin, heart, and immune benefits. It's found in many multivitamins, especially those targeted at seniors, and it's also commonly taken on its own in supplement form. On the surface, vitamin E sounds like a health superstar. But here's the twist. Too much vitamin E can actually interfere with your muscles, especially in your legs. Now, don't get us wrong. Vitamin E is essential in small amounts. It protects your cells from damage and supports your immune system. But the problem starts when people take high-dose supplements, often in the belief that more antioxidants mean more protection. In reality, excess vitamin E can act as a pro-oxidant, meaning it starts to have the opposite effect and can actually damage cells instead of protecting them. But what does that have to do with your legs? Several studies have linked high levels of vitamin E with muscle weakness and fatigue, especially in the lower body. It's believed that high-dose vitamin E can interfere with vitamin K, which plays a role in calcium regulation, blood clotting, and potentially neuromuscular function. If you disrupt this balance, your body may struggle to coordinate muscle contractions, especially in large muscle groups like those in your thighs and calves. And here's another concern. Vitamin E is fat-soluble, which means it's stored in your body's fat and doesn't leave easily. Over time, that means it can build up to toxic levels, especially in seniors who may have slower metabolism and reduced organ function. Common symptoms of vitamin E toxicity include unexplained muscle weakness, fatigue or sluggishness, difficulty with coordination or walking, nausea or dizziness. If you're experiencing any of these and you're taking a high-dose vitamin E supplement, it's time to take a closer look. The safe upper limit for vitamin E, according to many health authorities, is around 400 IU per day, but many standalone supplements offer 1,000 IU or more, often marketed as high potency. For most people, that's far more than necessary, especially when you're also getting vitamin E from food sources like nuts, seeds, leafy greens, and vegetable oils. So what should you do? First, check your supplement labels. See how much vitamin E you're taking, both in your multivitamin and any individual capsules. Then, talk to your doctor or pharmacist, especially if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, since vitamin E can also increase bleeding risk. If your levels are too high, cutting back is usually enough. And if you want to support your immune system naturally, focus on whole foods, where vitamin E is balanced by other nutrients and far less likely to reach toxic levels. Bottom line, vitamin E is good, in moderation. But in high doses, it may be one of the hidden reasons your legs feel weaker than they should. Let's move on to vitamin number 2, a supplement that's often taken for brain health, but could be draining your leg strength without you even realizing it. Next up on the list is vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine. This vitamin is part of the B-complex family and plays a key role in brain development, nerve function, and energy metabolism. It's especially popular among seniors who take it to support memory, mood, and nervous system health. But here's the hidden danger. Too much vitamin B6 can damage your nerves, and the first place that shows up is usually in your legs. That's right. While vitamin B6 is water-soluble, meaning it doesn't get stored in fat like vitamin E, taking it in large doses over time can still lead to neuropathy or nerve damage. And unlike a deficiency, which is easier to fix, nerve damage from B6 toxicity can take months, even years, to fully recover from. Here's what you might feel if you've had too much. Tingling or numbness in your feet or legs, a pins and needles sensation that doesn't go away, muscle weakness, especially when climbing stairs or standing, loss of coordination or balance. These are classic signs of peripheral neuropathy, and research has shown that excessive B6 is a common cause, especially in older adults who may have slower vitamin clearance. Now you might be wondering, how much is too much? The recommended daily allowance, RDA, for seniors is around 1.7 mg a day for men and 1.5 mg a day for women. But many B6 supplements, especially those marketed for brain health or energy, offer 50 milligrams, 100 milligrams, or even 200 milligrams per pill. And just like that, you're taking more than 50 times the recommended amount every single day. Even multivitamins often contain far more than needed, sometimes 10 milligrams or more. Taken daily over months or years, this can add up and quietly start affecting your nerves. So why is this vitamin still sold in such high doses? Part of the reason is outdated research and aggressive marketing. Some early studies suggested B6 might help with conditions like PMS, depression, or carpal tunnel, but newer research has raised concerns about long-term safety, especially at high doses. The truth is, you can get all the B6 you need from food. Foods like chicken, tuna, bananas, potatoes, and fortified cereals are all great sources. And they come with natural cofactors that help your body use the vitamin efficiently without overloading your system. If you're currently taking a high-dose B6 supplement and experiencing any symptoms like numbness or leg weakness, speak with your doctor about getting your levels checked. Most cases of B6-related neuropathy improve once supplementation stops, but early action is key. To sum it up, vitamin B6 is essential, but more isn't better. In fact, too much can quietly rob your legs of their strength and stability. We've now covered 2 big culprits, and we've got one more to go. The third vitamin is one you probably associate with strong bones, but in some cases, it might be doing more harm than good. Our third and final vitamin might come as a shock because it's one of the most heavily recommended supplements for seniors, especially for bone health. We're talking about vitamin D. Yes, the sunshine vitamin. The one you've probably been told to take daily, especially to prevent fractures and osteoporosis. So how could this essential vitamin be damaging your leg strength? Let's break it down. Vitamin D is critical for absorbing calcium, maintaining strong bones, and supporting immune function. But just like the others we've discussed, too much vitamin D, especially in supplement form, can lead to problems, particularly when it's not balanced correctly with other nutrients. The biggest issue with excessive vitamin D is calcium buildup. High levels of vitamin D increase calcium absorption from your gut. Sounds good, right? But if your body can't handle that extra calcium, it can start to deposit in the wrong places, like soft tissues, blood vessels, and even muscles. This condition, called hypercalcemia, can cause a wide range of symptoms: muscle weakness or cramping, fatigue and sluggishness, confusion or foggy thinking, nausea and loss of appetite. One of the earliest places where this weakness shows up is in your legs, particularly the large muscles responsible for balance and walking. Seniors may notice it as a gradual sense of heaviness in the legs, or difficulty getting up from a seated position without using their arms. But here's what most people don't realize. Vitamin D toxicity doesn't happen from sun exposure or diet. It almost always happens from supplementation, often in doses that are too high for too long. While the RDA for vitamin D for most older adults is around 600 to 800 IU per day, many supplements offer 2,000 IU, 5,000 IU, or even more, taken daily, sometimes without any blood testing. In one study, older adults who took high doses of vitamin D over time were more likely to experience declines in muscle strength and balance, the very things vitamin D is supposed to protect. Another issue is magnesium deficiency, which often goes hand in hand with excessive vitamin D. Magnesium helps regulate how vitamin D is metabolized in the body. Without enough magnesium, your vitamin D can't be used properly, and that imbalance can increase muscle cramps and nerve dysfunction. So, what should you do? First, if you're taking a high-dose vitamin D supplement, especially over 2,000 IU per day, talk to your doctor and ask for a blood test. This is the only way to know if you're actually low or if you've reached an optimal level and no longer need high doses. Second, make sure your vitamin D intake is balanced with magnesium and vitamin K2, both of which help guide calcium to the right places, like your bones, and keep it out of soft tissues like muscles and arteries. And third, don't ignore your body's signals. If you've started to feel unexplained leg weakness and you're taking vitamin D regularly, it's worth taking a closer look. In summary, vitamin D is essential, but more is not always better. When it comes to leg strength, too much can do the opposite of what you intend. Balance is everything. Now that we've looked at the 3 key vitamins that can weaken your legs, let's shift gears and talk about what you should be doing instead to protect and rebuild strength. Now that we've covered the 3 vitamins that may be working against your leg strength, let's focus on the solutions, the nutrients and habits that actively support strong, stable legs as you age. First up, let's talk about magnesium. As we mentioned earlier, magnesium plays a crucial role in muscle contractions, nerve function, and energy production. Many seniors are unknowingly low in magnesium, especially if they're taking medications like diuretics or antacids. A good magnesium supplement, or magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and legumes, can make a big difference. Next is vitamin K2. Not to be confused with K1, which is mainly involved in blood clotting, K2 helps guide calcium into the bones where it belongs and keeps it out of soft tissues. This helps prevent the kind of calcium buildup that weakens muscles and contributes to stiffness. You can find K2 in fermented foods like natto, cheese, or in supplement form as MK7. Another underrated ally? Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish oil or algae-based supplements. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation, support nerve health, and may even improve muscle protein synthesis. This is especially helpful for seniors experiencing sarcopenia or age-related muscle loss. And of course, don't forget the basics. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass. Aim to include high-quality protein in every meal: eggs, chicken, Greek yogurt, or plant-based proteins like lentils and quinoa. These nutrients, when combined with regular physical activity, especially strength training exercises like squats, leg lifts, or resistance band workouts, can help rebuild what may have been lost and prevent future weakness. Remember, supplements should fill gaps, not be a replacement for real food and movement. Always talk to your doctor before adding anything new, especially if you're on medication or managing a condition. You now know what to avoid and what to lean into to keep your legs strong and steady. Let's pull everything together into a clear, simple action plan that you can start today or share with a loved one who needs it. Step 1. Revisit your supplement routine. Pull out every bottle and take a close look at the labels. Are you taking more than 400 IU of vitamin E, more than 10 milligrams of vitamin B6, more than 2,000 IU of vitamin D daily? If so, make a note and consider speaking with your doctor about adjusting your intake. Step 2. Watch for symptoms. Have you noticed muscle weakness, cramping, tingling, or difficulty with balance? Don't ignore it or chalk it up to just getting older. These could be signs that your vitamin levels are off, and they're worth investigating. Step 3. Focus on leg-friendly nutrition. Make sure you're getting enough protein, magnesium, vitamin K2, and omega-3s. These nutrients support muscle function and reduce the risk of falls. Step 4. Move more. Even gentle leg exercises like seated leg raises, toe taps, or walking for 15 minutes a day can strengthen the muscles that keep you upright and independent. Add a resistance band for extra benefit. Step 5. Get tested. If you haven't had your vitamin D or B6 levels tested in the past year, ask your doctor. Testing is the only way to know if you're low, optimal, or too high. From there, you can make informed choices. It's never too late to make changes. Even small adjustments in your supplement routine and activity level can lead to major improvements in strength, energy, and confidence. Let's do a quick recap. Today, you learned that 3 common vitamins, vitamin E, vitamin B6, and vitamin D, can actually weaken your leg muscles when taken in excess or without balance. These are popular supplements, especially among seniors, but they can have serious consequences if not used carefully. The good news? You now know what to watch for and what to do instead. We talked about the importance of nutrients like magnesium, vitamin K2, omega-3s, and protein, and how they actively support muscle health. You got a clear 5-step action plan to protect your leg strength starting today. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss more health insights tailored for seniors. And if you know someone who's struggling with leg weakness or taking daily supplements, share this video with them. It could make a world of difference. Want to go deeper? Check the description below. We've added links to trusted sources, recommended leg exercises, and a free downloadable leg strength checklist to help you track your progress. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.